Bristol, the city region of Bristol, the council region of Bristol, the council region of South Gloucestershire, the council region of North Somerset will all be in the highest tier, Tier 3. In essence, nobody in your house, you can't meet anybody outside your house, pubs, bars, restaurants shut, they can do takeaway, no going to watch your football team. In Bath, Tier 2, pubs, bars, restaurants open for substantial meals with a drink. Bath City can have spectators. Well, let's speak to Dr. Barrett Pankania, back with us for a quick reaction to this. Barrett will be on Monday. Barrett, good morning. Of the many things that you do, you are a Lib Dem councillor for Bath and North East Somerset Council. Are you happy that your council is in Tier 2 and not the highest level?
Oh, I personally would favour a greater restriction, and my reasons are that what happens in Bath will happen in Bristol, and what happens in Bristol will also happen in Bath. I wish we had a bigger, what we would call a fire break net cast around our region to control this outbreak. And therefore, I don't want people to look at this as, oh, it's terrible, we are in the highest tier. It's actually there to keep our people safe and safer, and it's so unfortunate that we have to endure these restrictions.
I mean, the connection between Bath and North East Somerset and South Gloss and indeed Bristol, we're talking in some cases less than a mile. Lyde Green could go to Keynsham or Salford, so could Longwell Green, so could Brislington. I mean, the management of this is going to be very tricky. Do you think Bath is at risk being in Tier 2?
Of course, because the direction of flow is from a area with high number of cases to an area with low number of cases. Where Bath benefits is it just is slightly less heavily populated compared to our neighbouring city, Bristol. But what worries me is just because you are in a lower tier, you must not drop your guard. And I thought it's much easier to say, act as if you are in a higher tier to keep the infection numbers down.
We're going to talk more about all of this in more detail on Monday. By then, we'll probably have a much clearer idea as to what it all means as we leave lockdown 2. Should we be leaving lockdown 2? Should we carry on? Because we're clearly seeing in all 4 of our council areas and in the country figures falling. Should we be leaving lockdown 2 on the 2nd of December?
My view is no, and the reasons are that our case numbers, whilst they have stabilized, they haven't dropped down. And what I'm concerned about is whilst they may continue its slight downward trajectory, come the lifting of restrictions across the country for the Christmas period will inevitably also give a rise to our case numbers. And therefore, I feel between the 2nd of December and the 25th of December, if we keep a lower profile with more restrictions, we will sustain a reduction in case numbers and keep our population safer.
And of course, the lifting of restrictions, the 3-household bubble for Christmas, which starts on the 23rd of December, will supersede this. The lockdowns or the tiers will be superseded by the Christmas 5 days of Christmas bubble. I'm just succinctly, if I may, Dr. Barrett Pankania, your view on that. Should we be tiered and not bubbled?
Indeed. And to be honest, Germany has just announced today that they are going to maintain their restrictions over the Christmas period. One doesn't want to be miserable, but I do feel we've given so much, and a little bit more would actually see us into a better 2021. Fewer cases, immunizations around the corner, and lots of good news is around the corner. Why undo it over just the 5-day period?
Dr. Barrett Pankania, I know you'll be back with us on Monday morning for an hour from 10, but for now, Barrett, thank you very much for your time.
Good morning.
Good morning. Barrett there, back with us on Monday.